Hi guys, welcome to Developer Hackzone. We already developed uh, layout here for tic-tac-toe game already we in last video. Now we are going to write functionality of the code here. Now go to main activity and start coding here. Like we have total 9 buttons and we are developing this game for 2 players. So first I am taking 2 players score, like we need to update every time his score. So initially player 1 score and player 2 score is 0. Then total in this game there is only 9 buttons, so total count is only 9. So I'm taking count also here and count also initially 0. We need to display it scores in text views, so I'm taking both text view 1 and text view 2. Here I am going to find the IDs and assigning them. Like we have taken these 2 textures and assigning there, and we have one more button, reset. Here we have 9 buttons, but here we don't need 9 buttons individually. We will take it as dynamically, like 3 into 3 array. So we are getting IDs also dynamically here, like the way we are writing for loop. For int I equal to 0, I less than 3, and I plus plus, and also for int j equal to 0, j less than 3, j plus plus. In this I am writing string button id equal to, we need to, here we given button IDs as like button 00, button 01, button 02, like that. So here common thing is button underscore is common, and plus I plus j. If I value is 0, then j value is 0, button underscore 00, then I value is 0 and j value is 1 and 0 2, then again 1 0 1 1 1 2, and then again 2 0 2 1 2 2, same like this. We are getting 9 buttons here. And we need to get ID. Actually by default we are getting out dot id dot something. Here we are dynamically we are getting get resources dot get identifier of button ID, and package name. Next, something button 00 equal to find web by ID resources ID. We are assigning it to here for this particular one, and every time we need to when we click on the button it need to run functionality. So here for click event also I am entering it as a dynamically, like I am implementing view.onClick listener. Implementing the method onClick method. Here our method is ready, and we need to write suppose if we if ID is getting 00, when we are clicking on this this event will be, this method will be execute automatically. Like that we have another button is reset. I am writing a reset function also here. Set dot set on click listener. If we want to reset something, like if we want to reset the game, we will use reset button. Before I am writing this code, I am going to another methods, like if player 1 wins, what happened? If player 2 wins, what happened? If match draw, then what we need to do, like that. First we will do that. If player 2 wins, otherwise match will draw. And when every button will be when every time we click event will be execute, then we need to update the points. We need to check whether player is win or not. So I am updating points also every time. And we have another method to reset the board. Every time game is completed, we need to reset the only board, not game. And if we click on reset button, it need to total will be points and everything will be need to be reset. So total reset game. Reset board will be for only for the particular game, and reset game will be for total all games scores and everything will be reset here. once reset game, player 1 score equal to 0 and player 2 score equal to 0 and update points text. We need to update the points also in text view. Same time we need to reset total board. Now we will if user click on button, first we need to know which user. There are two players are playing, which player we are playing now. So we are starting game with player 1, assuming. So that I am taking here now player 1 is playing. Sorry. If condition is true, then player 1 is playing, otherwise player 2 is playing. Here first we need to check that if any user click on one particular button. Suppose some users, sometimes user will click by mistakenly double time on the same button. So it don't need to be updated 2 times. So we need to check if the button is empty or already someone has put something there, like 2 players are playing, 1 player something already clicked on it. So we need to check it. If no one clicked on it, it will be empty. If someone click on it, something will be there. So I am here. If it is not empty, then I am calling return. Otherwise, else. You need to write what we need to do here. If the person playing, which person they're playing, if turn player 1, if condition true, then it need to set there, like in which button that player clicked, in that set text something, giving red for this. Sorry. Else means simply player 2 is playing. So at that time so if player 1 clicks, it will show like X, otherwise another player, some second player clicked, it given O, like this way. If some player clicked on here, it will come first player X, otherwise second player 0, like O. So right. And same time every time need to be count will be increased. Each time when user clicked on it, count will be increased when this functionality execute only. And also we need to check every time which player win. Sometimes player 1 played, he was win or not. If player 2 played, he was win or not. Every time, every click event we need to check it for every valid click event. So for that we need to check winner. If check for if condition will be true from the check from that method, it will execute, otherwise else method will be execute. If player 1 is playing, then player 1 will win. Otherwise player 2 will be win. So simply we can say if player 1 is not playing, not played the last event means last click event means that then player 2 done that, so player 2 wins. Same thing, we need to check every time count also, like if count reaches to 9, then there is nothing is there, nothing is left to, no enough boxes is left, only there was a 9 boxes, right? So if count is 9 means 9 boxes is counted, there is no space to put another one, so then the time is draw. So else if count equal to 9, then it need to call draw method. Else if suppose person 1 clicked, it need to check for win, there is no winners and count is only 1 now, so no draw. Then what you need to do, turn the like rotate the player, starting player 1 played, so rotate it to next player 2, so not turn player 1, so rotate the turn. I am rotating the turn here in else condition. So we need to check, next we need to check for winner. In this method we need to write, so here it's a critical logical code will be here in this method. So before write, think once, like something there will be a total board as a 3x3 board, so for that I am taking like string array, new string. We need to get every value from every time we need to check, we need to get each and every value from each box. There are total 9 boxes in board, we need to get 9 boxes, so 3x3 equal to 9. For int I equal to 0 and I less than 3, I plus plus. For loop we are creating, this for loop will be rotate 3 times and inside that we need another 3 times, so total we need 9 times. Another for loop, int j equal to 0, j less than 3, plus plus. Now inside for loop will be rotate 9 times. Total it will be count 9 times. So here I am taking both I j equal to buttons I j dot get text. I am getting the text dot to string. I am converting it into string and I am removing unwanted spaces. Trim. So here I am getting the total 9, like total 9 values from the boxes, from the text views. Simply we can say from here, like this way we are getting total 9 values from here. Next we need to check, like we need to check line by line, like this way, like this way, like simply we need to check, sorry, simply we can check like this way, this. Sorry. We need to check like this way, is it executing like this way, and for that I am taking here for loop again, for int I equal to 0 and I less than 3 I plus plus. In this box I am taking, we need to check 3 rows, like 0 0 equals to 0 1 or 0 0 equals to 0 2. Same like 1 0 equals to 1 1 or 1 0 to 1 0 equals to 1 2, 2 0 equals to 2 1 or 2 0 equals to 2 2. Like that we need to check everything. So for that I am writing here if condition, if board of I 0 dot equals of board of I 1 and same time and board of, you need to check next one also, right? I 0 dot equals of board of I 2. And also one more thing here, we need to check is there any empty. In starting of the game every box is empty, so for that, and not board of like 0 and I dot equals of empty. Then return true, otherwise false. So here board initially I value is 0, board 0 0, that means this 0 0 and dot equals of 0 1, that means 0 1. I am checking here, so both the conditions will be satisfied here. If both are equal, then it will go for AND. Then it will check another condition, board 0 0 dot equals of 0 2, that means 0 0 equals of 0 2. So it will check another condition, this 2, like this 0 and this 1. It will check this 2. That means it was checking total the row. Same like that. Next it will go to 1 0, 1 0, 1 1, 1 0, 1 2. And also it was checking not, it was empty. 0 0 is not empty, or 1 0 is not empty, or 1 2 0. Simply it was showing like it was checking for this 3, this 3 and this 3. This condition check for. If any check condition, if any one is condition true, then it will return true. Same thing. Again, if we need to check here horizontal, checked horizontal, we need to check vertical also. For that, we are writing another condition. Sorry, another for loop. For same thing, int I equal to 0, I less than 3, I plus plus. Here, if mode of 0, then I, sorry, 0, then I dot equals of mode of 1, then you need to check I. Same thing, and you need to check next one also, like board of 0 of I dot equals of mode of 0 of 2 in, sorry, 0 of 2. Here we are checking 0, sorry, here checking 0i to 1i. Here we are checking to 2i. This one we are checking here for, sorry, and we are checking board one dot equals of this. Okay, next also we need to check one more condition here, like is it empty, not board of 0 I dot equals of empty. If not be empty, then also return condition true, because here here initial value is 0 and I value is 1. 0 1 dot equals of, sorry, 0 0 dot equals of 1 0. So it was checking 0 0 and 1 0 from vertical side, and also it's showing, it's again checking 2 0 dot equals of, sorry, 0 0 dot equals of 2 0, 0 0 equals of 0. Same like that it will execute. It will check 1 2 3. It will check. Now it was checking vertical and also dynamic, and also horizontal. We need to check this also. We need to check diagonally also for that. So for that we need to write another condition, same like this. We need to write another condition. Like simple. I'm taking the condition here. It need to check only once. If 0 0 dot equals of 1 1 or 0 0 dot equals and 0 0 dot equals of 2 2 and 0 0 not equals of empty, then it need to show. Same like that we need to write for another diagonal, like if 0 2, that means 0 2 equals of 1 1 or 0 2 equals of 2 0, and it's not empty. We need to check three conditions: 0 2 equals of 1 1 and 0 2 and 0 2 equals of 2 2, and also it not be 0 2 not be empty. Then also condition satisfy, return true. If condition is true, then it will returns like condition true means it will execute if player 1 or player 2 anyone is already won match. So it will check for player 1, like if player 1 in last turn if player 1 played, it will written on player 1 is wins. So here I am going to player 1 score, I am increasing, and also I am updating points, and also I am updating the board. I am resetting the total board, and I am displaying a small toast message like that: player 1 wins. Like a simple message, player 1 win. Same like that for player 2. If player 2 won, you need to increase points for player 2 and upgrade the points table. Player 2 score and player 2 win. Suppose if match drawn, then we need to only not updating the points, because there is no need of update the points. So I am just resetting the board, and also I am showing that match is drawn. So draw, and in update point we need to update points like simple. In text view I am displaying dot set text. In that I am showing player 1 plus player 1 score. I am displaying it here. Same like that for player 2. Player 2 score. So we are updating points here. Now reset board. In reset board we need to reset every button. So I am taking two for loops. So for int I equal to 0, I less than 3, I equal to 0, I less than 3, I plus plus. In that for int j equal to 0, j less than 3, j plus plus. In this I am updating, I need to update each and every button as empty. For that button I j equal to ij, if I value is 0 and j value is 0 0 0, I value is 0, j value is 1 0 1 0 2 1 0 1 1 1 2, and that everything it will be set text to empty. That means we are resetting. And also after for loop we need to set count also 0, and turn player, you need to set player turn equal to player 1 turn equal to true. and we did not reset game anywhere. So we have taken one button here, right, for reset. Where is that? Here we are resetting the game. Reset game. So in that method we already resetted player score 0, player 2 score 0, update points and reset board. Let's run it once. We need to check how it works, or is there any issues in our logical code. Maybe there is a chances lot of in when we are writing this type of logics we can do small mistakes basically. So we need to check once. In every method we need to write one method and we need to check every small code we need to check because of to reduce our mistakes as soon as possible. It's our game, like player 1 turn is player 2. Sorry, player 1. We have done some mistake here, guys. We need to check for winner once again. For condition here we done a mistake. I 0 dot equals, we need to, dot is empty, we need to check for that, but we are checking for 0 I, so that's why it was showing someone is winner. Now check it once again. Yeah, it's running. Player 1 wins. Player 2 wins. Player 1 win. Draw and reset 0 0. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe for more videos. We can develop in future more like more games, and also we have planning to do more tutorials like Python UI and more. Thank you guys.